Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend. Over here in New England, we experienced really nice, hot, sunny weather, and everybody was out walking their dogs and their bikes, and it was just fantastic. So I hope everybody had a nice, restful, family-oriented time. If that's what you like, solo time, if you like that, I hope you just got to spend your 3-day weekend in the manner you like, and bless all of you that had to work. I used to always work jobs where I was constantly working that day because it's a very heavy retail day. So anyway, I want to thank you all so much for this weekend's responses to my videos. I mean, they were fantastic. I mean, with the viewership and the likes and subscribes, thank you so much for that. I appreciate those so much because they really help elevate everything and help me to continue to do this. And your comments, I got an idea from a lovely watcher. I think her name was Paloma. She had this great suggestion, and that's my highest watched video yet. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You know, we're all connected, and I love to hear your tips and ideas. So what I am going to do is I am going to base this read on, I need to breathe and slow down. I have all these great ideas and all these things is, what are you doing to attract the significant other, and what are you doing to repel them? This is going to be a general read. Most of my things are pick a card, but I feel I want to use more cards and make this more substantial, so I don't want to have to break it down into 3 separate pieces. So again, the first row is going to be, what are you doing to attract this person? What energy, what words are you saying? What motions are you doing? What are you doing to attract them? And what are you doing that repels certain people? So you can just be aware and get a fresh perspective of this, because sometimes, like, my friends will say, oh, you know, I have a very dry wit and sense of humor, and sometimes I can be super acerbic because I'm very observant and I see through a lot of silliness and garbage and pettiness. And if you bring it to someone's attention, I'll never purposely try to make someone feel foolish or stupid. But if they are coming from sort of a mean avenue and a facetiousness, and they put down others to elevate themselves, I mean, I can find the word or phrase to shut that down in a minute. And sometimes people are like, oh my God, you know, just like, whoa. So yeah, just those little things that, and some people can draw out the absolute best in us, and we're always cheerful and high vibrational around you. And there are some people that are simply not coming from a good place, and they're narcissists and stuff, and you know, they bring that out in us. So again, I am going to do, the first thing is, what is attracting them to us? Like, what is that person that's sort of silently observing us, or we've just gotten to a relationship with? What is attracting them? What are these assets and attributes that are doing this? So we're going to do 1, and I'm going to storyboard them. I like doing this sort of way because it creates a story, and I get just sort of like a time frame in my head for this. So let's say, I hope the sound is working accurately too. Nice. So Page of Pentacles, of course. Oh, 6 of Swords. Yeah, see, very good. Wow, Queen of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. Wow, you guys. Wow, wow, wow. So I'm doing this sort of bi-monthly. I'm seeing this as September, October energy for you. Now, what you're doing in these energies, in this pervading attitude that you're exuding out there that is attracting this person that you're seeking, they're seeking you. You know, it's a higher vibrational. You're sending out this stuff. You don't even know what sort of those, I say it's just vibrations you're emitting for sure. Emotional, whatever. It's so much stuff is unspoken, and it's just in body language. It's in your mind. Your minds are communicating without even speaking. Your heart, your soul. There's so many little things that are just in the chemical world, all of that, that's letting somebody know, you know, you're interested in them, and vice versa and stuff like that. And you really, if you're opening up your heart chakra. So this tells me a very, very clear story of, you know, first of all, they find with the Page of Pentacles, and then followed by the 6 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and that's all about messages, and Pentacles being about money. You have a very astute business sense, and you know how to turn ideas into dollars. That's very attractive to certain people because it's a business acumen that a lot of people do not possess, but you do. You see a notion, an idea, or whatever, and you're like, hey, I know how to implement this. If we do A, B, and C, this will happen. If we get, you understand overhead, you understand costs, you understand taxes, You educate yourself in this realm because you understand it's energy you're putting into these projects, and they should pay dividends. Absolutely, 100%. And they find that very attractive about you, just your business acumen, because it's your focus and your drive. Now, I'm going to slow my speech down a little bit and take a sip of water, because when I get excited and the messages come to me, I actually accelerate in my cadence of speaking. And when people speak very quickly to me, I get a little bit of anxiety because I feel rushed or something. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, slow your roll. So thank you for bearing with me. I just got to take a breath and slow it down. But I'm excited for you because these people see your potential in all these things. They know you're an asset on every front, because when that's followed by the Six of Swords, you know to move away from what doesn't work for you. So in a business sense, a family sense, a friendship sense, a communal sense, if people are not on the up and up and they're not of service to you like you are to them, there is not equal give and take, you go elsewhere. You get in your boat, you get your knives, and you simply go. You're not going to put up with garbage, small-minded talk, egos trying to do battle with each other. You're way, way above that. You just don't have time for it, and you're way, way above that, because what followed by the next thing is the Queen of Swords. Now, she is absolutely about logic and getting to the point and reaching those goals, not letting emotion interfere. I mean, it's so crystalline, this whole vision of what's occurring, and you're so attractive to people because you really have a regality and a elegance about you as you move through these things. You're not harsh, you're not caustic. You simply remove yourself from situations that are beneath you. You're just not going to do it. You're not going to play in the dirt with the peasants. You're on your throne. You have your sword. You're cutting through the garbage. You're not tangled in emotion. You are completely logic. You're like you are with your money. You know where and how to place it. You know how to spend it, just like your emotional stuff. You won't emotionally bank on things that don't give you dividends, and you know very quickly what that is. And again, because of that, you get the Ace of Pentacles. One, you get your fresh start every day. You have fresh reasoning, fresh perspective. You're listening. You're being assertive. You are reaching those goals. You are climbing. You are, and I feel like this is also a windfall of money. People are really attracted to how you deal with money. They're not attracted to you because you may have it or you're going to get it. And I feel like a lot of you are going to receive a windfall of money, whether it's through I see some are court cases. I see some are family legacy money, things like that. Just a big substantial chunk of it. But people like how you receive money, that you are not, you're very gracious about it. You know, you're very regal. You're, you know, like that quiet old money. People, some of the, like those rappers and love and hip hop and some of those things. Sometimes I'll watch those shows so I can garner information on just how people interact in different cultures. And they are so harsh and so garish, quite a few of them with that's a this bag, this is authentic, you can't afford that, this and that. That's such an insane way to act. It's so garish and loud and tacky and ridiculous. Nobody cares that you're carrying around a car's value on your shoulder in a bag. That's not necessary. It's not impressive. It's not anything. You know, fashion is fashion. It's fun, yes, but when it defines you, there's something wrong. And you know that. You don't care so much about how you spend, so much about how much you spend, but how you spend it. You know how to spend your money, and they find that very impressive. And you do have a very quiet elegance, and you're just on a higher spectrum. You want quality, you don't want quantity, and you don't want flash. So that is very cool, and they find that hot stuff. So I'm going to top that off with one of the Tarot of Sexual Magic cards that can give you a little fire to your flame. I love that so much, because when people have a clear picture of who they are and what they want, it's helpful. Half the time I just get overload of energy, so I'm almost on focus because I'm very creative and I love to paint. I make my jewelry. I of course do this. Everything. Like, I just get excited about life in general. I want to be outside. I want to be, you know, taking walks. I want to be with my animals. I want to be with my teenagers. I wish I could, like, sometimes, but then I'm like, you know what? You can do all of that. If you are focused and present in each and everything, you are experiencing that to the fullest. Just don't try to do make your jewelry while you're reading tarot, while you're doing this, because I will literally have every device going, every phone, the television screen. So it's like, yeah, just slowing down and savoring it. And here's part of that. Look at that. And the King of Chalices. And that is kind of the man that you are, being the queen that you are, or being the king that you are. You are now manifesting your equal. You know, it is the law of attraction. Once you start emitting, everything is energy, and everything does balance out on the same frequency. It is like me here. Oh, here comes a cat. I hope she comes and does what she did before, because it was too hilarious. She literally picked up that pyrite between her teeth and started to eat it. So I'll tell you what it says quickly in the book about this. Here she comes. She's very funny. I hope she does her weird stuff. This is Winter, and she's insane. So the king is about satisfaction, the magic of the spiced tea. A transparent and harmonious relationship must be fueled by surprises, awe, and constant bantering. And we all know that. We love that fun communication, that light silliness, you know, and telling jokes. And because sometimes people blow your mind, right? Like, they'll just come out with something, you're like, how in the world would you ever know that or have that skill set, you know? One of my relatives used to always tell me, because I have a few skill sets that, you know, I just don't go advertise everywhere. And they're like, okay, just because you're wearing a watch doesn't mean you have to tell everybody what time it is. And that's very true. I mean, lots of times when somebody's trying to, you know, exude confidence by saying some facts they know about, there's my girl. There's my girl. She wants to read about, here, read about that. She, they want to share this knowledge with you. Give them that time and that light. You know, you don't have to snatch it away because you know 10 times more, or that, you know, if somebody's trying to show you some cool gymnastic move or martial art or something they can do, just because you might be much more advanced, don't steal that limelight from them. Share it. And I feel like that this king and this queen are attracted to each other because of that. Look at Winter. She's tearing it up. I love her. So that's fantastic. That's beautiful. You're emitting very high vibrations, and it is attracting the king to the queen, whichever you are, or the queen to the queen, the king to the king, to each his own, everywhere. You know what I mean? It's a very high realm. It's a very good, fun, bright energy, and it's smart, it's quick, it's witty. And you guys are matches made. So that's super attractive to each other. She's like, I'm your comic entertainment. Oh my God, she's so cute. I love her. I rescued her from the pound. And one of the reasons she stood out is because she actually did a flip in her cage. It was the most tremendous thing. She climbed the cage on one side, used her back feet to push off, and did a back flip. I was like, this baby needs a home. And she was only 8 weeks old. Where'd you? So anyway, I want to thank you all so much for, you know, your likes, subscribes, everything. So if this resonates with you at all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, because I'm expanding the channel. I'll be doing all kinds of fun things. And if you need a more in-depth read, or you want a longer layout, if you click to the link below, I have all my information there for private reads. You guys look like you really got it going on. I'm excited for you. So thanks for tuning in. Say bye, Winter. Boo, boo, boo. See you later. Bye-bye.